Happy Saturday to y'all. Go on, hit the like button if you can for me. Appreciate it. Shout out to you, Calvin. You know, good to see you, bro. Good Saturday to you as well, bro. Shout out to Alex. You know, go on and speak, y'all. Yeah, shout out to everybody coming through. Go on, say something in the chat, like the video, you know, all that good stuff. I appreciate it. All right, all right. Welcome back to another Tech Talk. I'm your host, Josh from KeepItTechie. And today, you know what I'm saying, it'll just be another, mentoring session, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to help anybody that's trying to get into the IT field. Uh, you know what I'm saying? And I see a question already. What's up, Calvin? Again, he says, do you use Pi-hole for DNS within your home network? Yes, I definitely do. I have a Pi-hole set up in a virtual machine on my network, and mainly for my kids to kind of block certain things on the network or whatever, so they can't get to certain things. So I definitely appreciate everybody coming through, though. You know what I'm saying? I didn't expect this many people, to actually show up, right in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have a guest today. I'm working some things out in the background with a couple people, and I'm trying to, you know, build something great, you know what I'm saying, and try to help as many people as I can get into the tech field, you know what I'm saying? So, um, but this live stream actually spawned from an email because, I typically start my live streams at 11 a.m. And I was, trying to respond to some emails, catch up on emails that people have sent me, over the week or whatever. Certain ones I wasn't able to get to because of, things with my job and other, responsibilities I had to take care of. But so let me just actually, I'm not gonna show you guys the email because I don't want to bring up the person's information if they don't want it out there or whatever. But they basically was just asking me generally how to get into the IT field and what direction they think I should recommend them to actually, go into, or a way to get into it. You know what I'm saying? So let me let me read the main question that he asked. He basically said, this person, you know what I'm saying, I believe they caught, COVID during the pandemic or whatever, and he kind of acts like he can't do his electrical work, that he used to do, before the pandemic because of other health issues or whatever. And I don't want to put that out there, but that's why I'm not telling you the person's name. But he says, so he was trying to see should he lean towards Python, or web stuff, or IT, or Linux stuff. And so I wanted to cover, a few things that I actually sent him and forwarded over to him in order to help him make the decision. Because ultimately, I can't make the decision for you, at the end of the day. It's all about what you want to do and what you're interested in doing. I can't tell you what you're interested in doing. You know what I'm saying? You got to kind of figure that out on your own by either looking at the technology and figuring out what you're interested in actually doing when it comes to IT. Because he brought up, like programming, Python, that's considered programming. So, it's kind of hard for me to tell you to do that, you know what I'm saying, if you haven't, you know, never done it before. You know what I'm saying? You gotta kind of feel it out, see what it's all about, you know, and see if that's something you're interested in. Because a lot of times you're sitting in front of the computer all day, trying to figure out, a language and writing whatever application that you're trying to write. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of difficult for me to tell you, you have to figure that out for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So let me give a couple shout outs again. I see more people rolling in. I definitely appreciate it. Go down and hit that like button, subscribe if you new, all that good stuff. I definitely appreciate it. Calvin Henderson also asks, do your host names show up within the tool network section for your local device to query your Pi-hole? And just to answer that question, um, the IP addresses. I went in on and I set my kids' static IP address. I went in and modified their Windows system with a different IP address. Now, if they go in there and add like I don't know, a VPN or something like that, then yeah, they can get around it, obviously. But you know what I'm saying? I check up on it just to make sure. And then I also know it's still, tracking because of the IP addresses. I know their IP addresses. And it's not them trying to spy on them. You know what I'm saying? They kids though. They live under my roof. So, I control that stuff. And I try to do my best to control that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what I do in my situation when it comes to, you know, protecting my kids as well as, protecting them from what they're doing online, because it's a lot of weirdos out there. A lot of crazy people out there on the internet, you know what I'm saying? And you want to do your best. You can't protect them from everything, but you want to do your best to try to protect them, you know what I'm saying, as best as possible. Now, let's see. He says, I have been looking for a way to get that to work for my setup. Now, see, that's the thing. I haven't went too deep into Pi-hole. I just kind of set it up, and it's like a setup and go. You know what I'm saying when it comes to the Pi-hole. You know what I'm saying. You add your list of sites and that you want to block or whatever, and I haven't really played around with it to where you can set the host names in. I don't even know if you can. I know another thing that I do, so I don't have to remember my kids' IP addresses. I do have in my host file on my computer, I do have their computer name with the IP address. You know what I'm saying? So you can set that in your own host file. And if you're using Windows, very simple to do as well. You just find that host file. It's a generic location, and you can go in and modify that host file to redirect the specific IP address to a host name. So that's essentially what you could do. And then also you could turn on your router. That's another thing on your home router. you could turn on naming. I forget what it's called, but it's like a naming thing or whatever, and it'll track names, based on the host names, and it'll associate the IP addresses with the host name of the system. So it's multiple ways to actually find out the host name. And Anders Tech 79, what's up, bro? What's going on? How you doing? Helmet Chili, what's up? Peace to you, bro. Peace to you. Let's see, Calico. And I'm messing up your name, man. Well, I don't know. Calico. Yeah, Calico. What's good, bro? You know what I'm saying? Professor Black Ops in the building. What's happening, man? That's my man, PBO. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. Programming is a different animal. You either love it or you hate it. Yeah, exactly. And that's what I was trying to say. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on, what you into. Because I know people that could they seem like they would be good at writing in a programming language, or they seem like they had that mindset, but they just really don't like it. You know what I'm saying? They really don't like building stuff, and I'm kind of the same way. I could have went into programming. I understand certain programming languages, but I never just wanted to sit there and just be building something forever. I've done it for jobs, where I've sat there for hours upon hours building out an application for organization, but it's something that you could easily get tired of. I don't know. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to you, PBO. But see, over in the building, the technician, what's up? He says, hey Techie, what do you know about software testing in IT? Oh, that's a awesome, area of IT, software testing. Like I've done that in a a particular job. And that ties to a lot of the documentation that people do for software that they're selling. A lot of times they'll hire a tester, and then they'll hire someone to write the technical documentation as well, and just build out that documentation on how to actually use the application. And then also the testing is done. It's really low paying, because really you're just going in, opening up the application, or they'll say test this part of the application to see if it works. You know what I'm saying? And that position kind of went away in certain instances, because in most environments, um, the people that are developing applications, they're developing it for a specific part of the organization. So let's say it's a finance tool that they're trying to build. Well, you're obviously going to get the finance people to test out that application, to see if it does what they're trying to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of role is rolled up under the specific department that the application is being built for. You know what I'm saying? So, and then also it brings up open source. That's one of the big things dealing with open source. When you're working with open source applications, or building open source applications, you have access to millions of testers out there, because somebody's going to try out your application and see if it works. You know what I'm saying? And then they have that opportunity to report bugs, and then you can go in and actually fix those bugs, or try to solve them the best way you can. Kev Tech in the building, my man. Hey, what's up, bro? I definitely appreciate it. I seen you was doing an interview earlier today, and I didn't have a chance to go check it out. I'm gonna check out the replay after this, but salute to you, man. Salute to you. I definitely appreciate you coming through, and hopefully I'm answering y'all questions right. And actually, I don't want to. I'm just here for my T-shirt. Oh, come on, Sly. What's up, bro? What's happening, man? Hey, I appreciate you. Hey, I'm a build it. My wife sent me the design yesterday or something like that, and I got to go in and actually build it out in my little merch thing, which I don't really advertise it. You know what I'm saying? It's for anybody that wants it, but hey, people seem to like this shirt, so I'm gonna go on and put it out there for anybody that actually wants it. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to you, bro. Thanks for the super chat. Definitely appreciate it. Let me see. PBO says programming my first love. I did it for 15 years. Yeah, you can get burnt out in it. You know what I'm saying? It's fun. You know what I'm saying? I like the aspect of you actually building something from scratch. It's almost like like a house, bro. Like I didn't see people build houses. I know people that build houses, you know what I'm saying, like from where I'm from. they build houses. It's just awesome to see, um, all the steps. You know what I'm saying? And once you understand the programming language, it's kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? You see the foundation getting poured. You got your concrete trucks out there laying the foundation. You know what I'm saying? Putting the rebar in there. Squaring it off and all that stuff. And then you see people drilling. Then the next step, drilling into the concrete to put your studs. You know what I'm saying? And then the whole framing goes up. You see that part of it, and then you see once let's say it's a brick house, you see the bricks getting laid on the outside, and then the next step, you see the insulation getting put in there between the studs and the 2x4s and all that stuff, and then next step they put in the what they call it, sheetrock on the walls, to seal in the insulation and all that stuff, bro. I'm just relating it to that because that's how it seems to me. You know what I'm saying? You basically seeing that whole process. So if it's the same thing with an application. You seeing that whole process. You getting the data from an API and you putting into a specific format. And you can see that you can track that whole process through the building of the application, and then the presentation part of it, where let's say it's to build out a suite of reports for people to actually query and use the data. So just watching that whole process, or building out that whole process is actually fun. And then seeing the final product, you know what I'm saying? Which is their house, the overall house, the lighting, the electric guys came in, tested out everything. That's the testing port. You know what I'm saying? It's just dope. You know what I'm saying? So it can get fun, but you can't get burnt out on it, especially if you get into a state where it's kind of like sustainment. A lot of programmers, they want to start on something new. You know what I'm saying? But if all you're doing is sustaining and updating, it kind of gets old and boring a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And you may want to hop on another project. So yeah. Anyway, I got hype about that one. But I see another question in here. Say I'm learning T-SQL SSIS. Yeah. Hey, check out, SSIS. That's definitely something that a lot of jobs are out here, like data analysts. Those guys, they build out a lot of reports. SSIS is heavily important. Earl Owens, what's up, man? Good to see you. And Engineering Cannabis, I see you, bro. I see you. He says there are AI programs that track IP hosts. Yeah, definitely. But Earl Owens says, hey, KIT, I'm in a CompTIA class now, just learning about VirtualBox, and uploaded Ubuntu as part of the classwork. Now I understand why folks like, yeah, bro. Hey, Linux, bro. Once you start playing around with it, bro, you'll fall in love with it. I'm telling you. It's just, I don't know. It's just something about, and it kind of relates to the whole programming thing. You know what I'm saying? The whole programming thing. Watching something being built from the ground up. With Linux, just understanding the whole operating system it's just cool. You just start learning more. You start seeing new applications that you never seen before that handle certain things. You know what I'm saying? It's just, Linux is awesome, bro. You know what I'm saying? I love it. Yeah. And let's see, my goal recently. Hold on, let me go back up here. My question was not about remembering the IP address, IPs, the devices, rather having the host names for systems show up in that field. I need to dig into it deep. Yeah. Let me know if you got any questions, bro, and I'll try to help you. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's kind of hard for me to think about all this stuff while I'm, doing this live stream and stuff like that. I'm not real good at live streaming, I don't think. You know what I'm saying? And I tend to forget things when I'm on here because I'm thinking about a whole bunch of other stuff. But hit me up, bro, in the back end. You can email me or whatever, and I'll look into it as well and probably show my system, how I have it set up, if you want to. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Let me see. That mindset is way different than just 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it is. Spawning a PBO. Yeah, I got you. My goal recently has been setting up my network at home to be as automated as possible. Yeah, that's dope, bro. Hey, and that'll help you. You know what I'm saying? That's essentially experience, at the end of the day. Um, just building Alpha Cybersecurity. What's up, man? He's in the building. I definitely appreciate you coming through, bro. Yeah. Um, my nephew is an Army vet. He received his certification from Google IT support. He has not had any luck with it. Okay, yeah. Um, Now I haven't looked into Google search too much. You know what I'm saying? To the point where I know everything about them. Um, and it's vendor specific. You know what I'm saying? First off, let me see what kind of cert did he get, if you don't mind me asking, Organic Butterfly. Just let me know what kind of, in the chat, what cert he got. Cause I could probably recommend, or somebody in the chat could probably recommend a better cert. Cause I haven't heard too many people getting jobs with Google search. You have to kind of find a job that uses Google, as their their management system, so to speak. I mean, it's what they use within their environment a lot. You have to have, you have to find a job with where they're using Google in their environment. Which kind of it doesn't, it's more specific what you're looking for. So that's why I always recommend CompTIA. And I see Kev Tech going crazy in the chat talking about CompTIA. Yes, CompTIA. He says Google its support is good if you get it together with CompTIA A plus. That's 100% right, and that's exactly where I was headed. CompTIA, is generalized search. You know what I'm saying? They cover, and I hate to say generalized, but it's a it's a cert that's been around for a very long time and have and is recognized. You'll see it in a lot more position. You're kind of limiting yourself with the Google search. That's basically what I'm trying to say. You're limiting yourself when you have that Google search. You got to have more generalized search or mother or other. You got to make yourself um you gotta have more than one type of cert. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, it can't be too gender specific. I mean gender specific. Uh it can't be too um vendor specific. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're at a higher position, or unless you're going to a higher position. The more generalized certs work better. You see what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So yeah, ask him what cert he got. You know what I'm saying? And Kev Tech is on it with the help desk stuff. Tell him to join Kev Tech's what is it? His Discord server. He has a Discord server. He's got training. Kev Tech got a lot of introduction to IT support out there. That's why I really support what he's doing. I wish I had the time to create something like that. But he's on it. Since I'm not doing it, you know what I'm saying? Then, I support somebody that's actually putting out the work and putting out the information that can help anybody get into it. So I'm a forever support Kev Tech. You know what I'm saying? He's putting in the work. Let me say that. And then also get on LinkedIn. But let me go back to the email. I know a lot of you guys popped in here after I had kind of covered what this guy asked me, and we've been covering everything. But he basically says, I don't know where I should lean, Python, web stuff, IT, or Linux stuff. And what I recommend, and I kind of covered that in the beginning, but if you don't, if you don't really know anything about any of those different areas, you're just gonna have to test them out. It's ways to test out Python, and that's what I was gonna show you guys. Let me actually switch over to my website right fast. And since we're there, since we're here on CompTIA's site, and actually, what's going on with my site? Hold on 1 second, guys. What the? Oh no, that's messed up right there. So I'll just use this one for right now. As you can see, I don't have anybody as a guest, so it's got the little box down here at the bottom, but whatever. Since we at CompTIA, you know what I'm saying? One thing I always like to push people to, let's see if I can find it. Let's see if they still even have it. I typically tell people to go down to, and they don't have it on the site anymore. Looks like it. Well, hold on. It might be under the certification portion. So certifications, or it might have been under there. Yeah, this right here will help you out as well. So CompTIA certifications. I looked at this before, and this will kind of cover all the different certs. But what I'm kind of looking for is the pathway. They used to have like a pathway. And actually, let me open up my email because I think I got a link to it. Yeah, the roadmap. Here we go. Open in the browser. Uh, Here we go. All right, so this is a little bit better. Let me show you this right fast. Boom. So you got all these different, areas that you can go into. So they got IT support specialists, IT networking specialists, cybersecurity specialists, software web developer, data specialist. So this will help you decide, once you figure out what you're interested in, what certifications to get. So let's click on that IT, support specialist. It gives you the medium national salary, annual job posting, so 230,000 plus, expected job growth, so 13%. And this is just IT support specialists, you know what I'm saying? And almost like entry level. But look at the amounts, intermediate, advanced. So it all depends on what search you got, and then they tell you what search to actually get. So introduction, no, IT fundamentals plus, and then they got A plus, and then I forget what that other one is. ITIL. What is that? I can't remember what that one is. But then you got your intermediate. It's just talking about, this is where you get into vendor specific search as well. You start building upon what you already have. But you got your network plus, your security plus. You know what I'm saying? They talk about the amounts there. And like I said, this is entry level. You know what I'm saying? This is not counting for, the jobs you can get later on in your career. Now, this is IT network specialist. Let's check this one out. So it starts medium national salary, IT network and support. And you see, you kind of need some of what you get from the IT support specialist. In this networking role, you're just more of a networking specialist. You got more network certs. But as you can see, it starts off, or not start off, but this is the medium national salary, 75,000. Cybersecurity, that's when you start hitting that 100,000 right there, and actually that's to open them all up. Software, so software in the web development, medium national salary, and you can see the growth. So 25% in cybersecurity. That's why I always talk about, why I bring up cybersecurity topics every now and then, to show you guys that the growth of this market, is exponential. You know what I'm saying? 25%. Data specialists as well. That's gonna be, growing as well. It's already here, but big data, all this data out here that's being collected. Someone has to make sense of all this data. So data specialist is a good route as well. And you can go through, and let me drop this in the chat, this roadmap. I always like, putting stuff out here like this, that'll definitely help you guys, decide on what you want to do. Let me go back up in the chat. I'm missing people. Search. Not search. Missing people chats. Let's see what we got. Yeah, Kev Tech. What does he say? A plus is what makes you get noticed. Yeah, A plus is what makes you get noticed. Definitely. Let me see. It was something else I seen in here. So Google IT support course covers customer service, Active Directory, Windows. Hold on. Let me see what Kev said. It then kind of went away. Oh, Windows 10, networking, mobile devices. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. So it does cover a good amount of stuff. So I haven't seen, and that's the thing. This is why I always tell people, have a LinkedIn, or have, go to these sites like Glassdoor, and look at the positions, and look at what they're looking for. Look at what these companies are actually looking for as far as the certifications that that you get, because you don't need all the certifications. You just need what somewhat of the requirements that they're looking for the specific position. So you want to make sure, that's what you go into, and try to get searched for. And I don't remember seeing many Google search on a lot of positions. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's bad to have, you know what I'm saying, but essentially you want to add what these companies are looking for as well. So you're not out here, oh, you gonna take this Google search, even though the company doesn't doesn't even recognize it that well. You know what I'm saying? Unless they have a Google environment that they're running everything in the Google Cloud or something. Then you want to look at cloud search, at that point. But anyway, hopefully that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Let's see, Calvin Henderson says CompTIA A plus, CompTIA Network Plus certs are good sort of certifications to get. Yes, definitely, I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? A plus, and if you're really new to IT, really new, you haven't played around with computers, you never switched out RAM, you never switched out your hard drive or something like that, then you might want to take that IT fundamentals as well first. You know what I'm saying? That's the only time I kind of recommend that. But we're growing up in a technological age now where everybody has access to computers, kids, all that stuff. I mean, I showed my son, my 12-year-old son, how to switch out his hard drive in his computer to put a SSD in his laptop. You know what I'm saying? So he can get faster speeds when it comes to him gaming, or opening the games and stuff. So kids, are being, they're being introduced to a lot of what you would learn in IT fundamentals in school, high school, middle school, all that. So, so I think IT fundamentals may go away, eventually, because a lot of these kids coming out of school, they on top of their game, when it comes to stuff. He says to be safe, refer to computers as they and them. Okay, got you. What's up, Kevin? How you doing, man? Computers or IT stuff? Yeah. Hold on. Let's see. I got you. Python can be involved with networking now due to all the software-defined networking changes in the last 5 years, and I 100% agree with that. They using Python pretty much with everything. You know what I'm saying? A lot of programs that they're creating on in just different areas, I see they're written in Python. Like cybersecurity tools, I see a lot of those tools being automated using Python. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, definitely. Um, and let's see, what did KeepItTechie post? Let's see. You get a discount if you go to school for CompTIA. Okay, yeah, that's interesting. So check out that link he put down there. Oh, Citizen Lou, what's up, man? Citizen Lou, man, definitely appreciate it. Shout out to you. That's my man, Citizen Lou. Going on, check him out. I think he gonna start a tech channel pretty soon. I'm trying to put some fire under fire under his ass to get the tech channel going, man. Hey, we waiting for you, bro. I'm ready to share. I'm ready to share your stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? So automation is coming. You know what I'm saying? You're right, Calvin. Definitely. If you want free stuff for vets, yeah, check out Vets to Industry. I've heard of that as well. You can get some good stuff, bro, over there, especially when it comes to search. And if you're in the military, definitely take advantage of the military. If you in the IT area, they pay for those certs. You know what I'm saying? You could take them. You know what I'm saying? No problem. The amazing thing about hardware side of computers is that in the workforce, you typically are not changing hardware out. Yeah, and that's true. Yeah, I mean, a lot of times, like I did that back in early 2000, and this was because the company didn't want to buy, um, they didn't want to buy new hardware. You know what I'm saying? It was being very cheap. So me and the other tech, we had to take apart other desktop computers, grab bits and pieces out of it, grab some RAM or the hard drive and failed in another computer, and switching out ports, interchanging ports. I haven't done that in forever, bro. So, um, most companies, they using these little laptops or whatever, and most of the laptops nowadays, they come in where they don't even want you to open them up. You know what I'm saying? You don't even have access to open them up unless you really know what you're doing, or you heat up the glue along the side of it to get into it. So it's a lot of, you know they trying to prevent people from working on computers nowadays, I think, in my opinion. And that's a fight that what's my man name over there in New York? I can't think of his name. Um, where he's going to get the right to repair. That's what comes up in my head. The right to compare. You know what I'm saying? That ties into what he be talking about over there. I can't remember his name, man. The guy in New York that he's like an activist for the right to repair. Cool guy, cool guy. I really like what he's doing. He's standing on what he's talking about. So, um, yeah, Citizen Lou, you've been pump faking, bro. You got to get out here, man. Get out here. Quit pump faking. You say you should make a video on free groups you can join for vets. Yeah, I do that. I do that. Anytime I say I'm doing, I'm gonna say that on this live stream because I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna actually do it. So, um, I'm gonna go through and try to find some groups and stuff and put them together. And yeah, and that was something you posted a while back. You wanted us to give some input. Yeah, I'm gonna go through and do that for sure. KeepItTechie. Yeah, that's no problem. Actually, let me write that. Let me type that down right now so I don't forget at this live stream. To go through and do that. I'm a, I kind of wanna start tailoring some of the information to vets. You know what I'm saying? But it seems like a lot of them are not on the internet. It's kind of hard to find a lot of vets out there. I find a few. I find a few. Every now and then, but it's kind of hard to find them. But maybe I just need to keep putting it out there, keep pushing for it, and eventually they'll find the information. And then also start working more with my man Cisco Soldier. You know what I'm saying? He puts out a lot of good information. I know he got hired on with AWS a while back. So yeah. Let me type this down. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna hop in there and do that. Let me see. Anybody else saying anything? Yeah, and KeepItTechie, man, check out all the links KeepItTechie putting in here. He's always got free certs. He's putting out a lot of information. And join his Discord group. I'm telling you, it's beneficial. I'm not a big fan of Discord. I pop in there, whenever I think about it, but his Discord is popping. And I got one too. And it's funny. I never advertised my own. I never advertise my own Discord because it's kind of hard for me to keep up with all these different places to go, or different applications to keep a track of, and maybe I'm just making excuses. I need to get out here and start doing more to help people by using these other technologies. And LinkedIn, I always looked at LinkedIn. The only time I go over there is to apply for jobs. You know what I'm saying? But it's an actual social media. See, it's dope. It's an actual social media platform where you can share your experiences. You can link up with new people. And KeepItTechie kind of opened my eyes to that. I see he's building a whole community. He has a group over there, and it's dope. You know what I'm saying? The amount of people you can meet over there and network with, and it can help you really get into the field and get immersed with people that are in the field that can help you. You know what I'm saying? So it's dope. It's dope. Now, let's go back to the site. I wanted to show you guys this. These are the top programming languages to learn in 2022, and it hasn't changed over the last couple of years. But basically saying programming jobs are expected to rise 21% by year 2028. Wikipedia claims that there are around 700 programming languages, so deciding which one to learn can be confusing. Yeah. And so these are the top ones, and we all know the first one is Python. So Python, you could definitely check them out. Go to Python. Is it python.org? Let me make sure. Yeah, python.org. I believe they have the certs over there. Should pop up at the top. Yeah, python.org. And actually Python, it's another one that has certs. Actually, let's look that one up too. So Python, and actually let's put certs on here. But they do have certifications for different programming languages. Trying to remember which. Yeah, Python Institute. There we go. Python Institute. So you can go to python.org, and this will get you started, show you how to install it, get the source code, depending on what platform you're using. So Linux, Windows, Mac OS, which Python should be installed on your system. If you install a Linux operating system, Python is most likely there. You don't have to worry about it. But Windows, you may have to install the environment and all that stuff to get it started. But yeah, you can run you can go to python.org, which I'll drop that in the link as well. And then also Python Institute. This is the Certified Entry-Level Python Programmer exam. This is one of those certifications. Let's see. Let's go to their certification roadmap. And you always kind of want to look for the roadmaps. If they have them on the site, they kind of tell you where you need to be. You know what I'm saying? So this is the entry-level Python cert for entry-level associates. These are associate certs. This one is coming in 2022. It's a data analytics with Python. So that's dope. But certified associate with in testing with Python. And then here are your professional certifications. So check those out. Like I said, I dropped that link. Well, let me drop this link in there as well. And yes, you are right, my man, Professor Black Ops. Splunk is being used a lot. I'm starting to see it. Well, I've been seeing it, but I'm starting to see it a lot more. Let me say that. They got different departments now that specifically deal with Splunk. So let me just say that. I'm not going to say much more than that, but yeah, that Splunk is becoming heavily used. Now Java, everybody knows about Java. It's one of the most powerful programming languages, so they say. I'm just playing. I ain't going to give no Java hate. But that is currently used by more than 3 billion devices. So Java, is out there. That's another one. JavaScript. Now this is a new one I had never heard of. Kotlin, and maybe I'm just behind on programming languages. I haven't been looking into them, but it says it's a cross-platform programming language designed to develop apps. It's being used by more than 60% of Android developers. So that's Android developing. You know what I'm saying right there. That's a programming language you might want to look into as well. Yeah, Java is getting old, Professor Black Ops. But concise code and structured concurrency, enhanced security features, coding is approximately 20% less as compared to Java. So hey, this might be picking up steam. So this may be something you want to look into. And we all know R. I think I've talked about R in the past, but it's statistical and graphical programming. This is similar to Python. It's definitely, and you can use it, for statistical, like crunching data, and it says profound importance in data analysis, financial domains, and telecom sector. So yeah, and fintech is definitely being used. OR, so definitely look into the OR programming language. PHP, that's one of the most popular web languages, server-side languages. It's embedded with HTML, like it's saying, adding functionality to web pages. Yeah, it's PHP is still heavily being used, so that's definitely something you want to look into. And then also Go, and I did a video a while back on Go. Go is an interesting language. It was actually created by Google. So if you're still in here, beautiful butterfly, that's something your nephew might want to look into as well, the Go programming language, if he's interested in programming. He already has that Google cert. Go is a popular, language is starting to become popular. And it's Google's programming languages. It's what they use, you know. It's their own, programming language. So definitely check it out. And then C, and Swift. We all know C. C is very old. It's been around for a very long time. Swift is Mac OS, so that's what they code over there. That's what they use, in a lot of apps for iOS. So Swift, definitely check that out. C Sharp. So check that out. It says, as per the survey, 34% of the top mobile games are coding in C Sharp. Yeah, and I got a homeboy. He learned C Sharp um, to build a game. And he wrote everything in C Sharp and built a mobile game. I can't remember the name of it. He showed it to me as he was building it, you know what I'm saying? And then he put it in the App Store. I'm not sure what he made off of it, but he put it in the App Store, you know what I'm saying? And he showed me the language that he was writing. And this was 2013 when I was in Afghanistan. One of the guys I was working with, he was a database, developer as well, or administrator as well. And during his off time, he was building applications for the Apple, the iTunes store. He built out a game. He showed me. He learned this stuff on his own. He bought a book, learned how to program in C. I think he had a little bit of information, on how to well, we all had information on how to program a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Because we were developers, we had to understand it. So he bought another book, learned this programming language, built the game, put it out there. I don't know how popular it became, but I know he sold it on the iTunes App Store. So that's something you could definitely look into as well. A lot of people are doing that. And also, KeepItTechie, go on, drop your Discord in there as well, and I'll find mine. If you guys wanna wanna join mine, you know what I'm saying, you can. Yeah, but that's the top programming languages for 2022, according to this article right here. You know what I'm saying? You can go to a different article and they'll probably be listed in different orders, but these are essentially the programming languages you should look into if you want to get into program development. You know what I'm saying? So definitely check that out. And I think I put python.org and all that in there. So definitely check that out. Now let me see. See what else. I prefer something self. Yeah. Okay. You talking to Kev? Let me see. Got whole Splunk engineer. Yeah. Splunk. Yeah, it's definitely something people need to start looking into, or you might be kind of behind in that, you know what I'm saying? But definitely, Earl, he says, USO Pathfinder and Skillsoft have free unlimited access to an entire library training certification tool. Yes, I forgot about the USO. Yeah, active duty service members up to 12 months before and 12 months after leaving the military. So that's dope. Yeah, definitely. That's some great information. Definitely check that out. Um, Discord checks a whole bunch of requirements, but Discord is hostile towards the community when you dig into it deeper. Yeah, I don't know much about Discord, to be honest. I'm like I tell everybody, and I've been telling everybody, and this is 100% true. My son built my Discord for me. My youngest son helped me build it because he has Discords that he built for his game. His game. He develops games as well. And they play a lot of Roblox, so they have like a little Roblox community that they involve with. And they have a Discord server and a lot of people in it and everything. Oh man, and shout out to Master IT. Man, shout out to you, bro. He says happy Saturday. Yeah, yeah, same to you, bro. I definitely appreciate you coming through. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? That's dope, bro. I definitely appreciate you supporting the channel. He says we don't tolerate that crap. Yeah, and that's the thing. Uh, if you're gonna go over there and troll and you're not serious about getting into IT, then just don't even bother, because we're gonna get you out of there. You know what I'm saying? So it's for people that are really serious about getting into IT field. That's what we spend our time, and I'm not talking about just me, I'm talking about everybody that's in this community. We spend a lot of time, free time, trying to help people. You know what I'm saying? And not that we want to get paid for it. I mean, eventually, money will come, eventually, if people want to, donate to what you're actually doing. But still, if you're not serious about it, just stay out of it. You know what I'm saying? Just go somewhere else and troll and all that stuff or whatever. Cause I really don't like that stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't go anywhere and put crazy stuff in people's chat. You know what I'm saying? Or get in different discords to talk crap. You know what I'm saying? It's serious to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure it's serious to KeepItTechie, the things that he's trying to do to help people. You know what I'm saying? So, and everybody, PBO, Professor Black Ops, different people that, that are around here putting out good information. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, we trying to help people. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't fun and games all the time. But anyway, if you ask Discord to delete your account, they will anonymize you and call you deleted user. Yeah, and that's the thing. I don't know much about and shout out to you, KeepItTechie, for throwing my video on there. I definitely appreciate it. I'm finna go down and end it. I definitely appreciate you guys. I think I covered everything. And basically what I was trying to do was cover everything that I sent to one of the guys that asked me for help and asked me for guidance. And that's something that I've been doing for years. I've been getting, you know, um, hundreds of emails from people that are asking me how to get into certain thing or how to get into tech. And so these videos will kind of answer a lot of that thing, especially if it's a generalized question that I can cover pretty much everything or the different ways to get into the tech field. You know what I'm saying? That then I could just do a video and be done with it. You know what I'm saying? But I still respond to people's emails. So if you got any questions or anything I could do, just email me. My email address is keepititechie@gmail.com. I try to help as many people as I can. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I'm a little slow on the emails as well as the Instagram. It's kind of hard for me to keep up with all these applications and stuff. And I'm going to try to get a little bit better in Discord. And hopefully I can help people, that way as well. But hey, KeepItTechie is doing a great job over there. But I'm gonna still try to, do what I can as well. And I definitely appreciate it. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Typically on the weekends I go to the range, so get out and do something. You know, you can't always be stuck in front of the computer. That's one thing I've been trying to say lately, because I like I'll sit here all day on the computer sometimes, but sometimes you got to break that up. You know what I'm saying? By going out and doing different things. Checking out different things that are going on in your city. Yeah, or whatever. But I go to the range. I like going out to the range, man, and you know plinking or whatever, shooting paper targets and all that stuff. That's always fun to me. That's something I always did. I really enjoyed in the military, and I've been hunting since I was a kid. So that's something that I do all the time. What I used to do growing up, and so only thing I could do now is just kind of go to the range and keep my skills up or whatever. But yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, and I'll drop my email in there. Keep it techie at gmail.com. So definitely send me an email if anybody needs anything or anything I can help you with. And I don't know everything, so I'll point you in the people in the right direction, to help people. Is it possible to run lamp stack on a virtual machine? Yes, it is. I wouldn't recommend doing it unless it's a virtual machine on like a server or something. But you can run the lamp stack in a virtual machine like VirtualBox or something like that. It'll just depending on what you're running on it. You know what I'm saying? If you're just developing, then yeah. install it in virtual device or install it on your physical machine, because just like the first letter in LAMP is Linux, but there is a WAMP stack. You can install Apache, MySQL, and PHP on Windows. And then also they had a subsystem. You can install LAMP in that. Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I think you can install that LAMP stack in the Windows subsystem. You know what I'm saying? And then run the LAMP stack from there. But you might have to deal with the networking issues, but it should be local host. But once you set it up on your system, all you gotta do is type localhost, and that'll take you to the actual web server that you have set up on your system. You know what I'm saying? But it'll only be running while the system is running. You know what I'm saying? So if it's something that you want to keep running, then you want to put it on like a server or something, or put it in a VPS, or online somewhere, and just don't put it on a non-standard port so a lot of people can't find it while you're developing. And then if you want to make it public, make it public. You know what I'm saying? Once you build out your application. But anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I definitely appreciate you guys coming through, and all the people that donated. Go down, like the video if you didn't like the video. I definitely appreciate all you guys coming through and the support within this community, and I'm trying to do what I can to help people as well. So I definitely appreciate the support. But hope you guys have a wonderful day, and of course, keep it techie.